4 films to talk about. Alright, guys. I promised I'd do a Mad Max marathon. I watched the first one maybe 5 months ago. Really liked it. And I got distracted. Mad Max 2. 4.5 stars out of 5. Again, more of the first one. Insane stunts. Great car chases. Great action. George Miller's back. Mel Gibson's back, guys. And it's pretty much, it's hard to say. I gave the first one a 4.5 out of 5 too, but it's hard to say which one's better. But I love how there's a child, or he's not even a teenager, man. And his introduction in this movie, he's throwing this boomerang. He's fucking going after his oppressors, dude. So like, I just thought that was so badass, dude. This kid's learning early, like, who the bad guys are, and he's taking up arms to fight. I'm like, hell yeah, dude. But some good acting from Mel Gibson, and man, there's this real I don't know, like his little crony, and I can't believe he flies this like little helicopter, dude. It's like a 1-seater. It's like this big or something. He's like chucking like Molotovs or grenades from it, dude. And I don't know how they crashed it and the guy survived, but they made it look pretty real. A lot of these car stunts are insane, guys, just like the first film, and I love it, man. Now it's time to watch Beyond Thunderdome, the third one, but I heard it's not that great. But I'm gonna still watch it. 4.5 stars for Mad Max 2. Collateral, guys. I had to do another Michael Mann film. I'm like, you know, I haven't seen this one in like 8 years or so. 4 stars out of 5 for Collateral. Tom Cruise, Jamie Foxx, Jada Pinkett Smith, Mark Ruffalo, Peter Berg, who's kind of worthless in this movie, honestly. Javier Bardem, and might steal the show, but he's such a minor character that I can't say that much. Bruce McGill, he was in The Insider. Barry Shabaka Henley, dude. Oh my god, his one scene is so amazing. So you got great acting, guys. I don't know, man. Fox has some moments, but I'm not sold on him. I'm not gaga about Fox, but this might be his best movie. I think it's better than Ray, honestly. Tom Cruise is really good. Even Jason Statham makes a cameo. But, dude, okay. LA shot at night, guys. Michael Mann shooting on digital. Shit looks so good. He got shit for this, for shooting on digital. But it looks great, man. He knows how to capture Los Angeles, dude. And I kind of rated it a little lower because Michael Mann has some he has some audio slave, some rock music, and he knows how to needle drop music. But this one, I don't know. It didn't really. The music choices and the camera pannings, like a bird's eye view of LA, and then the climax, it has the audio slave. I don't know, it wasn't slapping for me. But great film, guys. I really love Cruise and Fox going at it. They're just juxtaposed, and how they're kind of like Vincent, Tom Cruise, is trying to belittle Jamie Foxx, and he does take a lot of shit, but then he kind of picks himself up and grows up in a way and fights back against Vincent. So great job on those two men. Jada Pinkett, don't care for her much, but she's pretty good. You know, the movie opens with her and Jamie Foxx just talking in the cab, and you know, it's nothing but them talking in the cab, and it's like flirtatious. I got a smile on my face listening to that conversation, man. It went so well. And Mark Ruffalo, man, he has like this slick back hair and earring. He just looks like total cool guy. And you know, the shootouts, guys, freaking amazing. And the club. The scene with Javier Bardem. Do you know how much Santa Claus would be so fucking furious if he lost the list? That whole speech, man, is so good. So the dialogue's razor sharp, guys. The script. The jazz sequence, man, Barry Shabaka Henley just kills it there. It's a great film, guys. 4 stars out of 5 for Collateral. Next film, Amadeus, directed by Milos Forman. and he brings his cinematographer Miroslav Ondřejsek. I can't really pronounce that, butchered that. But guys, the lighting in this movie, I listen to podcasts immediately after the movies I watch nowadays. I'm listening to less news and fucking shit that stresses me out. I'm trying to enjoy myself, guys. But in this podcast, they were like, the lighting was all natural, guys. Not a single freaking electric lighting unit was used. The chandeliers were like old school gas powered. I think candle lit chandeliers. There's so many people holding candlesticks, and it looks freaking so amazing, guys. F. Murray Abraham as Salieri, Tom Holtz as Mozart. Guys, those two, amazing. Just freaking what a duo at the top bill there. Elizabeth Barrage as Constanze Mozart, the wife. She's good, but Meg Tilly was supposed to play that role, guys. But she like tore her ligament or Achilles in a pickup soccer game or something. So they had to emergency cast and fly people out. And she got the role, Elizabeth Barrage. So, but man, Jeffrey Jones as the Emperor the guy's a scumbag in real life, but he's quippy with his dialogue. I thought he did a good job. And you know, the priest who listens to Salieri, you know, he comes in kind of like happy, but then at the end he's just fucking sobbing listening to this sob story. But great story, guys. I will say that I don't like musicals. I don't like operas. And like when some of these like operas came on, I'm just like, eh. Like I got kind of bored, but I zoned in again once the opera sequences were done, and just man, and you know the music's actually pretty good. When Salieri is explaining the music, the editing is sharp, the sound design sharp. So when he's explaining, like I play trombone, right? But I don't know, like I'm not a virtuoso. I don't know like eighth notes and like tonics and dissonance and all this shit that they do. But Salieri breaks it down for you, man. And then when he's discussing the music sheets, the music cues, he's like, the oboe was magnificent. The oboe, you'll hear the oboe. Like the songs will play as he's explaining it to you, and it fucking sounds amazing. And you know, I get chills on my goosebumps. I get excited hearing Salieri just talk about this music and how brilliant this Mozart guy is. So, Amadeus, man, 4.5 stars out of 5. It kind of is a 5-star, but I guess I'm rating it more on how enjoyment I got out of it. Again, the opera scenes were just kind of like, they make me fall asleep, kind of, sort of. I feel bad about it. But I watched the director's cut, guys. I knew it was 3 hours long. And I heard that is the way to watch it because there's key scenes that are in there that you should see. Alright, last film, guys. Come on. My throat hurts. Mission Impossible 2. Directed by John Woo. We talked about him earlier on Face Off, guys. Man, when I was a teenager, guys, I must have been about 13 when this came out. And the trailer, guys, I have some film Twitter friends who are like, dude, this trailer, I watched it as a kid. Rewound that shit. I was like, holy crap, dude. You got Hans Zimmer and Limp Bizkit doing the score. And I think Metallica did a big track on this. So the hype was crazy. And they made Ethan Hunt look so damn cool. Like, cooler than James Bond. Or on that level, you know? And on this rewatch, he's very cool, man. They make him an action star in this. And for me, it was a little too melodramatic. It was a little too much lovey-dove stuff with Thandie Newton. I thought it was hilarious. Mini spoilers or whatever. He kind of falls for Nia Hall, but then she has to go back to her ex and go undercover and get info, right? But he's like, DeRay Scott, Sean, the villain, is like pretty much nailing her every night, I'm sure. And just to see Ethan Hunt just so like he has to step outside in his like It takes place in the Australian outback at some point. He has to like leave the house and like step outside and take a deep breath because he's like, oh, my woman. I just couldn't help but laugh. But yeah, you know, the romance is like whatever. Little watered down John Woo, but nah, dude. That last quarter, that is not watered down John Woo. The action is amazing, dude. He's doing Ethan Hunt, Tom Cruise is doing crazy kicks, multiple crazy kicks, dude. Just flawless. I mean, I'm sure there's some wire work or something. Tom Cruise is no martial artist, but John Woo, he knows how to sell. He knows how to sell those action scenes, and him riding that motorcycle, freaking coming around, aiming that pistol at like the gas tank, and it pew 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 pew, and then he dots it, explodes. The motorcycle going through an exploding car. And like, dude, when the Sean and Ethan collide, they jump off the bike, they collide in midair, they fly 100 feet off a cliff, the motorcycles explode, the guys land. I mean, come on, man. Amazing shit. And I don't know how those fools did not die after that fall. But then you've got a pretty, I wouldn't say it's drawn out, but it's long. A final, like, hand-to-hand, or I guess they do kicks too. Brawl, dude, on the beach, man. And it's like cutting to like the smashing waves against the rocks, you know. And like Naya's about to jump off the cliff because she's infected, and Ethan Hunt's got to hurry and kill this guy. And dude, I heard the stunt where the knife was like a quarter inch from Tom Cruise's eye. John Woo was like, dude, don't worry, we can totally fix that in edits and post. You don't have to do that for real. It's like, no, Tom Cruise is like, yeah, I want to do that shit for real. And they kind of had it like, I think it was on some sort of trigger. So but like if Tom Cruise flinches just a little bit, it's all over for his eye. So I don't want to give Tom Cruise too much credit, but the dude does do a lot of his own stunts. So like the rock climbing bits, he did have a safety harness, but there was no protection on top or underneath him, you know. So, and he did hurt his shoulder, so I heard. So props to him. Ving Rhames, Richard Roxborough, Hugh Stamp, dude. The right hand guy to Sean Ambrose was pretty good. John Paulson, I think he was an Australian. He's like kind of like a comedic relief. Brendan Gleeson's also in this. That's cool. And dude, Anthony Hopkins is uncredited, but he kind of plays a big role. He's like the guy that gives Ethan the mission. That was kind of random. But there you go. 3.5 stars out of 5. I think MI2 holds up, guys. Kind of, it's very action blockbustery. Kind of corny. It's something like South Park would make fun of, you know. When Ethan's like, I will come back for you. You are so stupid, but I love you. He runs and like does never get hit by bullets, you know. So there you go, man. That was the second week of March, guys.